say I'm no good with expression, so just listen up. On the ground forever, pockets hungry, I ain't missing lunch. She say that she miss me and her friends like you ain't missing much, but they ain't never had real love and they so out of touch. Send my nigga to the corner store cause we ran out of blunts. And it
sound like you just need to turn that up a little bit on that one channel with that effect. Yeah, because it was in there, but it's kind of like in the background, so maybe like double up on it. Well, that might do like too bad of a.
Swear these niggas too emotional. How you steal from me but claim we blood cause I'm that close to you? I was trying to put you on game like family supposed to do. Never sweat, never show no fear, that's what I taught myself. Everything I got, I hustle for it, do it by myself. Feel like Money Mitch, trying to vent about getting paid.
Hope y'all like it, appreciate the love.
Yeah, right here, Fight for Freedom Radio.
Yeah, no doubt.
Feeling like I be forgetting to thank God and he be punishing me for that. But it's hard down here, I be getting wrapped up. Thank God that I'm still here, only Lord knows that I'm supposed to be. Paranoid and keep a pistol, watch how you approaching me. Could never shake this feeling that niggas won't make a ghost of me. Too quick to jump out of my body like someone hosting me. Keep buying the bottles when I quit, I ain't supposed to drink. Do say it's my favorite.
Probably turn it down a little bit because it's like,
maybe like it almost blends almost even with that next set.
Yeah, because that's why I figured like let me do something different because I really ain't want to do no hook because it's like I mean this is where the hook's supposed to go, but they dropped out the beat and the instrumental.
Right.
I'm like, well, I just do like a little like a little talking thing, and then I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do right here, so that's why I start back. But the beat kind of start building back up right there, so it's like. When it's like low, like a down tone, so it's like you gotta put like an undertone type vocal with it.
Yeah.
Not like, like Dolph.
Thank God that I'm still here, only Lord knows that I'm supposed to be. Paranoid and keep a pistol, watch how you approaching me. Could never shake this feeling that niggas won't make a ghost of me. Too quick to jump out of my body like someone hosting me. Keep buying the bottles when I quit, I ain't supposed to drink. Do say it's my favorite, guess that cognac got
I got like a whole nother verse, like all my shit written down for this. Like it ain't finished all the way.
Right.
Like I wrote everything, but when I went back, I'm like, hold on, what the hell was I talking about? I got off topic. Yeah, but like that's the thing with me. I don't like to rap about shit I don't know. If I can't talk about no shit that I ain't did or doing. I mean, it's just the way I see it. It's like it's kind of like you digging yourself into a hole when you do that. You know what I mean? Like yeah, you can. It's rap. It's art. You can expand your imagination with it, play with it, and say whatever, but at the end of the day, I don't want my fan base to be like I'm a rapper more than an artist.
Yeah, you want them to be able to feel you because they can feel the actual emotion in the track.
Yeah, especially when you performing on stage, like, if you ain't really talking about, I mean, some people do it though. People do it.
Yeah, but some people are probably just act. They're acting in their art,
right.
And so then when they go and do the performance art portion of it, then they can still keep it up.
Cause I've been working with Mixcraft since let me see. Oh man.
You said Mixcraft?
Yeah, this is Mixcraft. So this is Pro Studio 7. I've been working with. I started off with 6. I've been working with Mixcraft for about 5, 6 years. Yeah, I say about 5, 6 years. And see what I do, how I did it was YouTube, of course. Watching other people mix and master, and then I go back and try to see how they did it. But everybody's voice is different, so you gotta figure out how you do it for your voice. But it's just like I use it like guidelines.
Right.
Like I watch somebody's video, like okay, I'm gonna be probably around here, my voice a little bit deeper than theirs, and that's how I started learning how to mix and master. Because I really started off when I first started recording myself. Oh no, we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there.
Man, when everybody starts out, they suck, dude.
I was like probably 8, 9. With the boom box, with the cassette tape, you put the little paper in the tape, the cassette tape to block it off.
Right.
And you push the 2 buttons to record. And it will be like, I didn't have beats, so it'll be like I'm listening to a Tupac CD and he left a little bit of instrumental at the end.
Right, and so you snatch that and loop it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nah, not even that. I just,
Just
right
go
to
on
that
that.
little part, then wait till it come back around, push the button, I pause the CD, and then push record on the cassette tape, and then push play, and then rap on it. I had like a whole front and back cassette tape filled with just stuff like that.
Right.
And my cousin found it, and they played it out loud. I was so mad. I was like, I was in the shower. I was in the shower, and I'm like, man, that sound like my stuff. They went through my bag and found the cassette tape. I'm like, I jumped out the shower. I'm like, man, turn that off, turn that off.
So yeah, you said you started doing music like when you were like 8 or 9?
Yeah. I'm gonna say around 7, 8, 9.
So like, what was your main influence besides Pac? Obviously, probably.
I mean, it was
that was like everybody's influence though.
But it was still along that same category. Yeah. Like I used to listen to a lot of Bone Thugs, Snoop. There's a lot of West Coast for some reason. I don't know.
West Coast was popping around that time though.
Man, because I was 8, 9. I think it was around like 2000s. I was born in '93, maybe late '90s. Somewhere around there. But I had asthma real bad. So I couldn't go outside like summertime, the pollen high and
right.
some of my allergies, then I can't breathe all of a sudden, So I couldn't go outside like that, I had to stay in. And that's how I got started.
Just because you were inside?
All the time. I ain't had nothing else to do.
Right.
All my toys was broke. My cousins broke all my toys, so it was like they had my mom and my auntie got me and my sister the boom boxes I was telling you about, radios. And they used to constantly buy me CDs. My auntie, especially, she's a Bone Thugs fanatic, and Outkast.
Right, yeah, Outkast was the shit, man. Especially ATLians, man. That's like my favorite album.
I just seen that CD.
Dude, I still got the actual CD, man.
Same
thing,
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, yeah. So I got a whole just CD book full of CDs, like all from that era, man. And so that's when like Atlanta rap was hot,
man.
Like I got like every T.I. CD until he started sucking.
Oh, T.I. he was going so crazy.
Dude, until he got that last big charge, and then he came up with that song, "Old Me's Dead and Gone."
Yep,
that's when I stopped listening to him.
On that song or after that song?
Like at that song.
He said you ain't like that song.
No, well, no, like the song is cool. Like the hook, I like the most.
Justin.
Right. Well, yeah, it's Justin. Yeah, but the hook I like the most. Like even the lyrics with it too, I like that. Right. But then him rapping is basically, it sounds like he's writing it as part of a plea bargain, and I didn't feel it. True. Like back whenever he put out like his his first big album and stuff like that. Like what self-titled one or whatever. Yeah. But like whenever he was all like Bankhead, fuck you, and everything like that. I understand he was younger, and as you get older, you chill the fuck out. Yeah, you start. You're still 24. I'm 31. But I chilled out a little bit from whenever I was 24. I was fucking stupid
too. So that
pockets changed too. Yeah, but then I'm sure that last charge was like, we're gonna hit you really hard in your pocket, and you're gonna go away for a long time. Yeah. Unless you toe this line. Right. And so he probably did it. He probably was at the end of his contract too. Yeah. So I mean, it's all that. But signed with who? Well, he had Grand Hustle, but I think that was like associated with like Def Jam or Atlantic or something like that.
Probably Atlantic.
Yeah, because Atlanta. Right. But Atlantic was like really big, signing a bunch of motherfuckers down in there and everything like that. Like Jeezy was with Def Jam. Because remember his song, and then what? He's like, Def Jam, 7 figures, we're going to finish the deal. Yeah. Stuff like that. So, like, he was with Def Jam. I can't remember who T.I. was signed with. But, like, yeah, he was probably at the end of it, because that was like 5, 6 albums. Usually that's about how long they'll be going, Yeah. Just like Nas, man, his last album, like, that he actually put out, not his re-release of Illmatic, but, like, his last one, the one with Khaleesi's dress and shit. It was cool.
Was that shit real?
What do you mean?
The dress.
Yeah, that like supposedly, according to him from his interviews and stuff, that was her dress. Like I guess after they got divorced and whatever, she took all of her stuff. Well, she had left this one dress on accident or whatever. And it's a really weird looking dress. But she supposedly left this dress or whatever, and so like he used it as a prop. It might have been a different dress, you know, but hypothetically, you know, supposedly she had left a dress or whatever, and that was like the inspiration for the cover art. But that whole album right there, that was the album, the last one he had to do to finish his deal that he had with his company. And because he hasn't made shit since, he just re-released Illmatic to get some more money. But like he mainly did that. Supposedly it was all ghostwritten, or mostly ghostwritten.
Right.
Which is really fucked up for Nas of all people to ghostwrite some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Nas, Illmatic, like the motherfucker who started like hardcore lyricism.
Right.
You know, like Rakim was cool, you know, Biggie, Pac, and everything like that. But like Nas was like a cornerstone.
Yeah.
He was like a cornerstone, you know. And so, like that album was cool, but I only listened to it so much.
So it might be safe, not necessarily saying it's safe to say, but once you get to a certain level, as far as financially in music, you kind of not wash out, but kind of become a little bit unrelatable. That's why I keep saying, like, the stuff that be going on, like, nowadays, like, people getting their chain snatched and all that stuff, is like, because it's like, it's kind of like being taunted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got this, and then you come down to Indiana, you know, to the Emerson Theater, and that's on 10th Street, so... You know that's
10th Street. Yeah.
You know it's low. You know, low income, very low income, and you the only person around this area, the only person with $100,000 worth of jewelry on.
Yeah,
you know?
and clothes.
So it's kind of like you being taunted.
You wearing like $600 pants and shit. Like you can fucking sell for your beanies a couple $100.
You might be from a similar area or grew up that way,
but it's not that anymore, and
now
you're not that.
You don't even you so far you Hollywood now. You don't that leaves your body. You know what I mean? Whatever, however you been in jail, you whore or die, whatever. You're not that no more because you lose sight of that.
Yeah,
you know
I can see that. Yeah,
so
like
you
I mean, you can't relate to somebody who's making $20,000 or $30,000 a year when you're making a couple mil,
right?
Like a legit money. Like I get, you know, if you're like, you know, grinding or whatever, making, you know, tax-free money per se, then you know you can still kind of relate because you still got a lot of struggle. But if you're making taxable money and a couple million after taxes,
right,
or more, you know, you can't relate to somebody who's sitting there being like, man, I'm gonna have to slide rent or the mortgage or you know, electric this month. Yeah, it's going to be an extra $20 for a late fee, but I got to slide that because I could use that extra $400 or $500, $600, whatever it is, you know?
Right.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, because people still can speak, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Speak on that lifestyle, you know, because there's a lot of stuff that go on with that lifestyle. There's other people, they doing the same thing, but they just not as far as that person. So it's like they can relate to that. But like you said, when you got $100 million, $300 million, when you up that for, it's like the people who follow you per se, you know, the people who not necessarily underneath. I don't want to make it sound like that, but you know what I'm saying? Just your fan base, basically. Your fan base is, they don't have that. But that's what you show and talk about all the time. So it's like, I don't got that. I don't want to. Now you were wasting my time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get to that, and you teasing me, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens, man. Like, money and fame changes people one way or another, man. Either they become better people or they become worse people, you know? You were saying that you started out, Pac was your big influence.
Yeah.
One of the big ones.
Yeah.
You know, so, like, that was back a long time ago, though. Like, what are some of your musical influences, like your muses nowadays?
Now, this is before he got locked up, though. Like, really, like Kevin Gates, the passion he used to put in the first couple, Luca Brasi 1 and 2. That's really when I ain't listened to him before then. But those two, like the passion he was putting in. And then the song Twilight he had, the creativity he was coming with, like, so fresh. I'm like, man, this dude was serious. Like the Twilight song is basically he wrote the song as if he was a vampire. It's kind of like the movie though, but you wouldn't expect for a rapper to like go that big or that deep into a song like Lil Wayne. You
Right.
know, Lil Wayne, yeah, but he basically wrote it as if he was a vampire and he talking to a woman that's not, just like the movie Twilight. But in a rap perspective, basically. After I heard that, like, the first time I heard that, I literally got chills. I'm like, because I read it, like, after I listened to it, I read it online, and it was saying, like, that's how he wrote the song. And I'm like, that's crazy. That kind of made me want to, like, do different. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
You know, Gates, Don Tripp, and Starlito, definitely. Because those three, those like my top three, just because I feel like I'm close to them, even though I'm not, you know.
Yeah.
Just because what they search for and they grab, you know, and put in their music, real stuff that they go through, you know what I'm saying? Real stuff that they have experienced. It's not just flashy, I got this amount of money, cars, clothes, hoes, all that bullshit. It's like Kendrick, Cole, of course. That ain't even a question.
Them motherfuckers, yeah,
You
that's
know?
how they started. Like, but the thing with Kendrick for me, man, I love Section 80. That's my fucking album from Guy. Like, when he came out with Good Kids, Mad City, yeah, it was all good.
That was the first one I heard.
Was Good Kids, Mad City?
Yeah, then I went back. That's like, what? Like my top 6, 7. J. Cole, Kendrick. I'm gonna say half of Kendrick, not the whole Kendrick, just half.
Yeah, I think he's in a transitional period in like just his
Definitely.
mind state as an artist.
Definitely, but it's just because I've seen some of his stuff. I just don't. I'm not gonna say I don't understand. It's just like I don't know.
He gets kind of weird.
Yeah,
Like the artistry behind Section 80 is what I like.
Right.
Like, whether or not it's true or not, supposedly he had a dream where Pac came to him and said, you know, you need to make an album for this new generation similar to how I was doing my shit back
Right.
then, blah, blah.
Right.
Now, whether...
I be feeling like that, honestly.
Yeah.
I do. Because I'm a big Pop fan. Like, I thought that was my pops at a point in time. Because that's what my mom was telling me.
She told you that your dad was Pop? Or
Yeah,
Pac?
I believed that. So I was like, when they showed him on the news when he got shot and stuff, I was boo-hooing, crying bad, like, because I really thought that was my pops. But I be feeling like that too, though. Like, I feel like everybody, that's why I be saying like this. It is a difference between being a rapper and an artist, and I feel like, or most artists you gotta feel like that at some point in time. Like, people need to hear like real shit.
Yeah.
Like that not necessarily everybody could relate to, just shit that pertains to you, because it will relate to somebody. You know, it's cool to have hype songs, flashy songs and shit too, but like that's what I like to listen to. You know what I mean? That's what I like to listen to. Cole, Kendrick, Tripp, Starlito, and Gates.
So like, how do you like get in your zone to do music? Like, you know, you work a lot because you got, you know, a regular job and shit.
Right.
But you know, you be working a lot, but then you got to do some music too. Do you just like set aside a certain amount of time each day, or you know, like you just do it when you can? Because you got a kid and stuff. You know, that's fucking takes up all your time. He goes to sleep, and you're like, all right, I got like an hour here. Let me crack on this for like an hour and a half, and then I gotta go to sleep.
I used to, like I told you earlier, I stopped relying on sleep like that. Kind of train my body to not depend on, because you really don't have to go to sleep just because it's nighttime. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we train from birth. But I really I'll be writing stuff down at work. I keep a pen and pad on me. People be thinking I'm trying to get numbers and stuff. Nah, I'm writing lyrics or ideas down. Like, I don't know. I ain't gonna say it's because I'm a Capricorn, but we got creativity juice is like flowing at all times. So it's like I constantly, I might have a t-shirt idea, like boom, I write it down. I might not do nothing with it, but I come home, make a little design, save it, like it might be something later on that I can come back to, you know. So the music, I write sometime at work, but I also, what I do for real, like I'll be putting out like short tracks now.
Yeah.
Like I put out a short track because I'm still working on something else. You know what I'm saying? I put out a short track just to stall and stay consistent while I work on the full track. You know, then when I finish that one, I record that one, mix it, master it, put that one out, then be like, all right, I gotta drop something else, but I'm still working on this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think, you know, not to like put your formula out there, but I think you may be onto something with that, though, honestly.
Because you gotta stay consistent.
Yeah, and then also people have short attention spans.
Exactly.
So, like, yeah, if they really fuck with you, then every time you drop something, they'll listen to it.
Yeah.
Even if it's a month apart, 4 months apart, you know. But if you keep going too far apart,
it's like
you're not doubling down. You know, that's why, like, a lot of people who have podcasts, they put out content all the time.
All the time.
You know, and then they're like, put something out at least once a week, if not more.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's my goal.
Yeah.
To put something out once a week, but sometimes, you know, it don't always work like that. Yeah. I might get back into doing shows, performing. How many times I performed so far? I think 4, maybe 4. Out of the 4 ones I did, I mean, they was good. Like, I got off stage, it's all love, you know, daps and hugs. Like, let me get your information out there. Like, okay, cool. Like, I got to start. Cause this was like really, I like find a beat, write it. After when I finish, record it. Yeah. And then I just listen to it.
That way it's fresh.
Yeah.
Now I see you on that one, man. And I mean, but you know, with the whole, you can't remember your own shit. Well, it's not like you're riding around all day listening to your own shit. Yeah. Just so you can remember it, because you've already recorded once. So you technically, you do what you don't need to. Well, yeah, but you do what you don't need to know how to do it again. You know? Right. One thing I've noticed is like artists that will just go in one take on, you know, maybe not their first take, you know, but one full take on a verse, and then just go. They remember their shit more. Yeah, like, and then that builds on their craft. Right. Because I mean, some of these people, man, if you know anything about making music, you can hear that. Oh wait, they're not breathing. Yeah. They just went for 2 minutes without taking a breath in. Bullshit. Yeah. That shit was cut and edited. Right. They just had a loop of a certain section of the beat, and they just sat there and just kept going, and they kept fucking up. But then their engineer is awesome, and he spent 2 hours cutting your fucking bullshit because you can't go for fucking 16 bars without stopping. You gotta pay for that. Yeah, well, you gotta pay for that. Yeah, but like, just because you can't go 16 bars without stopping. Exactly. Or even 8, you know, anything like that. You know,
like that's how like. They washed out the whole freestyle thing. Like it's not. Some people still do come fresh off the dome, but it's like freestyle is no longer just fresh from off your mind no more. It's like just free verse. Like they call a free verse because it's different. Rap is poetry. We all know that, and it's different styles of poetry. You got your haikus, your free verse, your idioms, and stuff like that. Right. Freestyling is just a free verse now, so you could just make a song where it's no hook, it's no what you call it, structure to it. It's just, it might be an intro, all verse, outro, and that's it. Yeah. That's a freestyle.
Like even with that, people don't just come 100% off the dome. You know, they practice, they write stuff and stuff like that. But now people don't even do freestyles anymore. They just do ciphers, which is cool. You know, because it's like a big old collab, which is awesome. But you know, yeah, not everybody can freestyle. But
I can't. It depends on.
Yeah, it depends on your mood.
Really, to me, like with the beat, like freestyling to a beat, that shit is hard because it's like I think, you know, when I'm writing to a beat, I'm thinking. So it's like freestyling to a beat, hell nah. But if I do like, then I can get it. Yeah. For some reason, I don't know what it is.
One thing I don't see anymore. You know, like I was saying, where you can hear where people just, it gets cut in and edited, all because they can't go for a whole verse. Right. You remember The Game when he put out 300 bars and running?
And he did 50 Cent bad.
Well, that,
He
but
bad.
300 bars where he just kept going. Like,
Right.
yeah, I'm sure he probably stopped here and there, but you could actually hear breathing.
Yeah, it's live.
Which is cool.
It's raw.
Yeah, but it was really raw.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have the technology we do today back then, but
Right.
still, that was really raw.
Yeah,
And, like,
I
when
don't
people
want
try to
my
say, man, I'm the best I ever did, it's like, okay, do 300 bars and running.
Yeah, hell nah.
For real.
And I got it.
At least, yeah, in 6 cuts or less.
I got to throw Wayne in my shit too. Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't listen to Wayne on a daily basis, but
Yeah.
he's still the best rapper alive to me. But with the
He put out a lot quick too, just like what
Yeah.
you're talking about, and
Yeah.
that's where he made
he
a fuckload
stayed
of money.
on the radio.
Hell
Summertime,
yeah,
summertime, he on everybody track, and he did covers a lot,
Yep.
but it'll be his own like the beat was like, hey, I need you to get on this song.
he put out like an album and multiple mixtapes in the same
Yeah.
year. You know, you were saying you put out music that's real to you.
Right.
You know, so are you trying to like influence people with your music, or are you just putting out stuff from within you and putting it out in a good entertainment and then for people to consume it, or are you trying to like motivate people or sway people's minds in certain ways?
It's kind of like a combination, like, because I started off my independent label was gonna be actually called Motivated Grind,
Right.
but I switched that to what it is now, which is Grind Forever.
Right.
And I feel like I made that change because it's just, I feel like I can make something better with it. Like, you gotta grind forever.
Right.
Forever till the whole time we here, we gotta grind. But as far as the music, it's like a combination, because it's like if you watch what I'm doing and how I do and progress and listen at the same time, it's like it's motivation. You know what I mean? It's motivate people to do better, stay better, or whatever. And really, just it's good music. Shit, really, is you might get something different. That's why I say I put out shit that's real though. It's like you might get something different. You might get something jiggy. You might get something that's just like flat out real. You know what I'm saying? Something I might be getting something off my chest. You know, steam. But it's like I could speak for other people, cause I know y'all going through the same stuff. I know we're going through similar stuff, like from age bracket. You know, I'm 24, so it's like I know other people that's my age probably going through the same thing or better off. You know what I'm saying, or better, or they already achieved or overcame the situation or whatever. But it's like once you listen to a song and you hear that, it make you feel like you're not by yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like hip hop goes through phases.
Right.
One thing I've noticed is that the East Coast and the East Coast style is coming back roaring.
Yeah.
And it's going to eat motherfuckers alive.
Bad.
Alive.
Bad, because everybody's stuck in this, because the South always had the game. The South always had it, you know, and it's just a time for everything, you know what I'm saying? That's why what did he say, Don Tripp, the most valuable lesson you can learn, if right now ain't your time, then wait your turn. It's time for everything. Like, okay, the South got the wave, they always had the wave, but people gonna get tired of that, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna migrate to, you know, especially with the mumble and the high-pitched voices and all that, it's like, it started off a certain way, history repeat itself, it's gonna go back. And then when it go back, it's gonna sit there, then a new style gonna come out.
That's one thing I'm sitting here just like on the edge of my seat waiting for, is that the East Coast, like New York motherfuckers, are like coming. And it's not the old people coming back, it's new people. I see the East Coast coming up. Like if you are, you know, if you follow any like independent dope or hip hop crib or whatever on Facebook, you know, like the page hip hop crib, they keep throwing out stuff like that. Like the East Coast is back, eating up mumble rappers and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And lyricism is coming back.
Oh yeah. Because you want to hear that. Man, I promise. I had said something about that to somebody. I missed when you would listen to a song and somebody said something so over the top for us metaphorically that I gotta come and let you hear it. And then when you hear it, you like, dang.
You're like, God damn.
But you might have got it. You might have caught it.
Right.
But I'm really only letting you hear it because I didn't get it, but I knew it was tight. So now you explain it to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, I know he said what he, like, when Wayne used to just say little simple stuff. I'm still a goon, like, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah,
two
that's
words up, but he said it so smooth and so quick. It's like,
wait, hold on, did I just catch that shit?
Yeah, you
Dude,
like what?
One thing I liked about Wayne, man, it was like listening to comedy hip hop sometimes.
Yeah,
just because the way he would talk shit.
Right.
He would talk shit like, got 8 bathrooms, I can shit all day.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just that too. It's the wordplay, man.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna come back, and it's gonna eat people alive. And it's gonna be a new thing, you know.
But it is like some a lot of like regular lyrics, like no metaphors, just straight through. That I'll be like, yeah, that's still it's
poetry.
Yeah,
exactly. It's poetry. Yeah,
still, I do that sometimes too. You can't always put your life in a metaphoric type way.
No, sometimes you just gotta talk.
Every song, it's not for every song. But I'll just do a mixture. That's just how it come out, you know. I don't try to sound like nobody. Like, we listen to music, so sometimes you might come off a certain way because of what we listen to and get influenced by, but on a regular, you know. But I just go by if I feel this way on the track, I complete the song from start to finish. Hey, that's what I'm gonna put out.
I mean, yeah, maybe putting out one verse and stuff like that, or it's similar to how when Wayne put out, you know, the mixtapes every couple months that had like 20 tracks on it that were only 2 minutes long. That had like, you know, the hook and one verse, but then the hook like was doubled on both sides of it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And that's definitely something too.
The whole world. That's something I can never get over. Like, that dude had the whole world. The whole world. I don't care what nobody say. Everybody had. I done ran across so many people that said they didn't like Wayne, but you can't tell me it's not one Lil Wayne song that you don't like.
Music's not like that anymore. I don't know.
No,
do you think it's because there's like too much music coming out now?
I mean, now it is because everybody trying to rap. Everybody want to make music. You know, that's like a big thing right now. I don't know what it is, where the epidemic came from. It's just like everybody. But I think it's more of a competition.
Okay.
It's like who could say who, because it's like, it depends on what genre though, I guess. The genre I'm thinking of is, I mean,
like the pop style rap, hip hop, whatever you want to call it. Because I mean, if you ask like KRS-One, this shit, half the shit today is, but it's not hip hop.
Right.
You know, because, you know, like I play on the show, he had the whole thing, you know, peace, love, you know, making music and having fun, you know.
Right.
You know, that was the whole mission. So people are making music, having fun, being peaceful. Okay, so that technically qualifies as hip hop.
Right.
You know, but somebody, you know, a lot of people will or won't call certain things, you know, real hip hop. They'll be like, oh no, that's pop rap.
Yeah.
You know, because it's more pop style, you know. And I mean, even when he was coming up, you know, like he was saying in that interview or that lecture that he had on the last show, you know, he was saying how, you know, when he was coming up, there's a lot of people that sold out, you know, like Sugar Hill Gang and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They sold out immediately.
Yeah.
And then they were pop, but then they sizzled, and that motherfucker can write a verse tomorrow and still make it get it, you know. Yeah, a lot of people who have no clue who he is are not going to get it. You know, these people that were born in the, you know, in the 2000s,
right,
are gonna be like, who the fuck is KRS-One? But like, if you grew up at all in the 80s or the 90s, then you're gonna get it,
right?
But unless you're sheltered or some shit,
yeah, ain't he gonna take off though?
Yeah,
he gonna snap.
What kind of, like, is there anything big coming up soon, or you got in the works, or what you got working on?
I'm not really working on a project per se. I'm more trying to get my numbers up.
Right.
You know, I do have like some people I'm gonna be working with. They got a little way more buzz than me, but I just want to get my profile, my name out there for who I am and my music first.
Yeah.
You know, it's nothing like I might probably
like you don't have like an album coming out or nothing like that.
No.
I mean, I feel like people don't have to do that no more.
Nah, I'ma just drop. Dude, see, I don't feel like it's necessary to put an album out right now because it's like the fan base is not needed, you know, calling for it. You know, I feel like my numbers, I gotta get my numbers up first and make people want to hear that or want that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After that, like, I feel like you stay consistent first and then give them the punch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying with that. At the same time, I still kind of see it, though, is that, like, if you put out too much at once, it kind of just, it's noisy.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, the days of putting out albums or even mixtapes are possibly over. What do you think? Like, because I think that they're on their way out.
You might be right, because honestly, I really don't like listening to
The
whole album or mixtape. And especially like now, the thing is to do a whole album collab, like a whole collab album.
Like what DJ Drama used to do and shit?
No, like Watch the Throne.
Okay.
You know, everybody doing that now.
Where it's just Jay-Z and Kanye just
everybody
doing it.
The whole collab thing.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot with some of the new people, like Migos and stuff. They be doing
but
it.
It's more of a how the game runs and how the game operates. It's more of a, you know, that's what I'm saying, what I just said, you know.
It's kind of like being a duet, but yet you're not.
Because it's like you got your fans, your fan base, and I got mine.
And you're trying to merge them and cross them. Yeah. That's where I kind of see hip hop going, is into more like a podcast style type of thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I agree with it. It's like a group of things.
Yeah,
you know, as I said, it's more than the music, man.
Yeah,
and definitely like for far as like indie artists, like putting out music, like you gotta learn the business. You definitely gotta learn the business. It's not just going in the studio recording. Like I know a lot of people that spend money, like buying beats, going and paying studio time, and then putting out the song for free. Yeah,
and especially with like, you know, I know a lot of artists they'll put a song out, and then once it pops a little bit, then they'll put out the visual for it. They'll put out a music video for it, you know, too.
Right.
And so like I think that's an interesting thing. But I don't know. I'd probably say if you're going to put out a music video for a track, do it and then have like an audio only version available as well too.
Exactly.
Kind of like I do the shows, because if you just have the MP3 only, people listen to it a bunch, burn themselves out, and then they're on. You come out the video,
they're already burnt out.
They're burnt out about the track, but they'll go look at it because they're like, oh, okay, cool, let's see what it is. And they'll see it, watch it a few times, share it around or whatever, and then that'd be about it. And then you're on to the next. I think that, you know, you should possibly, you know, just put it out in both formats, like at once.
At once, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to put out snippets to tease people, to build them up, that's cool, you know, that's smart. But
you can get results from both.
Exactly.
I do got but it's gonna be a little bit after Christmas though. I do got some videos that's gonna be coming out.
There you go.
What we're working on is just, you know, the weather crazy.
Yeah, no, the weather sucks, man.
But it really, like, for us, when it comes down to grind time like that, I'm not worried about weather, but, you know, it's all up to the cameraman.
Right, yeah, no, and if they don't want to fuck around, then it's not going to happen. But, like, some of the camera people, you know, that's their art.
Right.
And so, like, some people will be like, you know what? You know, this track would look great with snow in the background.
Exactly.
You know, type of thing or whatever, you know.
Job.
Yeah, and so, like, their job is that's their art, and then they put it together and stuff like that. So, I mean, yeah, it's, you know, it's kind of hard. But
when I see stuff like that, they kind of make it more a little interesting. Like you might see somebody, it might be snowing, but it's not sticking.
Right.
And they might have like a white coat on.
Like they blend in with it or whatever. Yeah.
Kind of make it look. It's more interesting than just the average summertime video. Yeah. Or springtime radio. It's most videos you see daytime sun shining. Like I like nighttime videos, walking in the snow in the rain. Different, switch it up, different scenery, different weather.
There you go.
I'm not sure about doing. I do them at night. Right. I definitely want to do some nighttime videos. Yeah. Outside and inside. Snow. I do not like the cold, but it's something different now. I do it. Yeah.
Maybe it's not too cold. Like it's like a 30-degree with a couple inches already on the ground. Right. With like cloudy skies, so that kind of keep the heat in a little bit.
But it's the business.
Yeah,
it's the business. What you gonna do? Is because it's snowing, don't shoot a video?
No, fuck that. Unless it's like a blizzard or something, then you can still shoot a video on that shit.
We ain't Jay-Z. We can't. What do you say? What do you say? Top down in the winter? Yeah. Bullshit. That motherfucker don't do that. Yeah, we know you ain't where it's snowing. We can't move around like you. You can't move around like that.
Well, I don't know. I heard he still kind of stays in New York area most of the year though. So I mean, New York. I lived up there for like 3 years, man. I mean, they get some snow.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So I mean, not in the city because it's too warm. A lot of it doesn't stick. But upstate, they get fucking snow. Yeah. Goddamn. Like, especially if you live by the Great Lakes. You get that lake effect snow in like Buffalo and Syracuse and shit. Them motherfuckers, dude, you get 3 inches of snowfall per hour rate.
Ah, hell no.
No, I know, hell no, because it'll snow for 2 days and you'll have fucking couple feet built up. No. Yeah, exactly. That ain't for me. And then the wind kicks up afterwards and blows that shit all around, and it's even worse. You get snow drift up on the side of a building that's up 10 feet. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to get away from the snow. I don't want to. No.
I like the snow. There's a limit to where there's too much, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, like I like a good 6 to 8 inch snowstorm that comes through, throughout a day and a half, and then it stays for a while or whatever. I like that, man. I don't know. Like I like the 4 different seasons.
Yeah, but I like the rain.
Yeah, rain's cool.
Not all the time.
Not too much.
Not all the time and not too much to where like, damn, is this shit ever gonna stop?
Or like that cold November rain. Yeah. That shit sucks. Yeah. It makes you feel like you're just getting the flu as soon as you're outside.
Cool springtime, like a warm on the highway.
Yeah, the spring rain when you get that smell, you can smell it.
I like that. That's relaxing to me for some reason. Like I literally roll my windows down, put my sunroof back, get on the highway and drive. Like
we went over your beginnings, and we went over your influences, what you got coming up, what you've done before, stuff like that. What's something that you would want to say, like like some final thoughts about what you think not only the Hip Hop Hour show is to you, but also what just music is to you.
I feel like for as the show got a lot of potential, man, and it's gonna be big, most definitely. Got to keep positive people in rotation. No negativity, consistency. Artists share, not just for themselves, for other artists, and it's gonna be big. Like I definitely like the show. Support it, appreciate the work that you're doing. Helping people get on and spreading their music in a way, they might not be able to do for themselves.
Yeah, that's one of the main things that I wanted to do with the show is I figured that, everybody's going to be on the show. Their individual fan base is going to be there to see them. They're going to see other people, and it's just going to just tumbleweed, what I'm saying? Like a snowball and an avalanche. It's just sit there and just go and go and go.
Most definitely.
So, I mean, yeah, that's definitely what we're trying to do. You just gotta keep it moving. So like where do you see music going? Like, are you looking to collab with anybody in general up new or what?
I definitely want to do some collabs. It ain't I'm on Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, pretty much any social media. SoundCloud. That's where I drop my music at, so anybody could reach out to me. I'm I'm open to collabs, working with other artists, you know.
Yeah, or they can contact me and I can put you in touch too, you know what I'm saying?
Let me listen to some other people, like whoever want to collab, let me hear your music, you know, we work on something, get something going.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Most definitely,
videos,
man.
you know, do collab videos, whatever. I don't make beats though, but if I did, I would do that too, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to seeing. There's already some people on the show, like Insane and Plague and stuff like that. So there's some people that have already collabed before I got to them, and since I've got to them. But I really want to see more collabs from within the show.
Right.
You know, and I got my schemes and stuff like that. You know, but yeah, you were saying that people just need to go follow you.
Right.
You need to check out everybody else too. But you know.
Exactly.
This interview is about, you know, behind the artist of you know what I'm saying? So you said mainly SoundCloud. That's mainly where you drop all your shit.
Yeah,
that's one of the easiest ones. And dude, some people tell me they don't have the SoundCloud app. Like, I don't understand that, man.
Oh man.
Like, they're not paying for this right now. I'm just saying it. But like, SoundCloud's free and you can go and listen to shit for free.
Right.
It's an app that uses very low data and low battery.
Yeah.
And you can hear everybody, you can subscribe to people.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man. But yeah, the SoundCloud, I'll post links and shit in here for it. You know, you fucking around with YouTube too a little bit here.
Yeah, I'm on YouTube too. Definitely on YouTube too. I'm gonna have some videos coming out on YouTube. Song and just audio, you know, the stills. We're gonna do some of them too.
Yeah. So yeah, go follow this guy. Check him out on the show every time we drop a hip hop hour. Yeah. Obviously. But go check him out. Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud. Just mainly listen to the music. If you don't want to follow and see him posting his morning breakfast or whatever, that's your business if you do or don't. But at least go check out the music, you know what I'm saying? And support your motherfucking artists. As always, support Fight for Freedom Radio, Fight for Freedom Productions. Hell yeah, that's what I started this about, man. Is like, I'm all about individual freedoms of the person, man. Like, do what you want, just don't take nobody's shit, break nobody's shit.
Don't fall into the bathroom.
Yeah, don't fall into the motherfucking bathroom. Follow your favorite artist, but not to the bathroom. Don't follow this guy to the bathroom, man. No. You know, I just met this girl. She'll probably kick your ass whether you're a guy or a girl. You know what I'm saying? But don't follow motherfuckers to the bathroom. But don't take nobody's shit. Don't break nobody's shit. And don't stop nobody else from living the way they want to live. You know what I'm saying? You can say your piece about how you do or don't agree with how they live. But as long as they're not harming nobody, it's whatever. Just, it's all words. You know what I'm saying? But I started Fight for Freedom Radio because if you listen to the radio, shit's edited. Yeah. You know, and some stuff's overly marketed and stuff like that. I wanted a place where say whatever the fuck you want, because I don't like saying what I'm told to say. Yeah, fuck filtering, and you can't have real music if you got to filter that shit. Exactly. And you can't feel music.
Fake emotions.
Exactly. You can't feel music if it's edited either.
Exactly.
So follow this guy. Keep tuning in. Yeah, got more interviews.
Most of my usernames and tags or whatever, they all got something to do with Slim Youngin. So that's YOUNG with an N.
Yep.
After the G. So.
And I'll tag all this in the different shows. You know, the Facebook post obviously gonna have a one quick link in there, and just keep tuning in. Gonna have a lot more interviews, not only this guy but everybody else on the show. So keep tuning in, and always fight for your freedoms.
That's death.
A lot to say, I'm no good with expression, so just listen up. On the ground forever, pockets hungry, I ain't missing lunch. She say that she miss me and her friends like you ain't missing much, but they ain't never had real love and they so out of touch. Send my nigga to the corner store, cause we ran out of blunts, and if you buy from me, you get one free, dog. It ain't